Sparky! See? See, there are people here, and you thought they were ice ants.
Well, when you're flying up high, everything looks like ants.
Welcome to the North Castle. Sorry for the lack of welcome. We're not used to having visitors here, ever since everything here was covered in ice and snow.
Sorry, if you came to see the king, I regret to inform you that he is not here. He's away on a quest to find the great armor.
Oh, we haven't introduced ourselves. I am Armorer Jordan, and this here is my loyal companion Sparky. You see, you may not have met many dragons where you're from, but I assure you Sparky is not like other dragons because he doesn't breathe fire. He breathes ice.
Years ago, the royal blacksmith requested an armored dragon to help make armor for the king. I guess something was lost in the translation because I'm not an armored dragon, I'm an Arctic dragon.
The blacksmith tried to keep Sparky around, you see, but the thing is that Sparky is allergic to blacksmith dust. And so every time Sparky sneezes, we have a blizzard. Sparky, wait! You see, I try to help Sparky, but sometimes it just happens and then everybody freezes. What I mean is we all become still and quiet and we can't really move. Would you like to show our new friends? Now, next time Sparky will sneeze, we will all freeze. You see, sneeze, freeze, it rhymes. So how about I introduce you to our royal musicians? Royal musicians!
Like hope is gone. Be strong, I will keep on keeping on and be strong in the Lord. Be strong in the Lord in the strength of his power. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. When I'm feeling hurt and pain, be strong, be strong. You restore my joy again, I'll be strong in you, Lord. Be strong in the Lord in the strength of his power. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Break it down now. Come on everybody, time to get strong. Through the power of God, we'll carry on. Come on everybody, time to get strong. Through the power of God, we'll carry on. If you can't whistle this song, be strong. Just hum or clap and stomp along and be strong in the Lord. Be strong in the Lord in the strength of his power. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Be strong in the Lord in the strength of his power. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power.
I never get tired of hearing from them.
Me too. Well, you may be wondering what happened to the king and the knights of the North Castle.
They're on a quest.
That's right. The king heard about this armor, this great armor that's better than anything he has. So the king went on a quest to find this armor. And the king went one way and his knights went the other. And we are supposed to stay here in case anyone returns triumphant.
Unfortunately, no one has returned yet. Tell them what you've discovered.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, I've been reading the king's book, and I don't think that the armor is really what the king thinks it is. it's just a hunch, but I've discovered these 5 riddles here. But they're in a language that I don't understand.
5 riddles? I thought you told me you discovered 5 pickles. I wondered why you got so excited about pickles. Let me see the first riddle. Hey, I know this language. It's an ancient dragon language. Not many dragons can translate it, but my uncle Sir Sparks-a-Lot taught me.
Sir Sparks-a-Lot?
I was named after him before we realized I couldn't breathe fire.
Wait, you can read?
Well, you never asked. What do you think I do on my days off?
Okay.
This riddle says in order to find the belt of truth, you must study the firey 1 + 2.
So it is true. The great armor does exist, and the belt of truth is just a piece of it. Maybe the riddle's a clue. Can you read it again, Sparky?
Aye, in order to find the belt of truth, you must study the firey 1 + 2.
What could that mean?
Well, the last time I checked the cold hard facts of math, 1 + 2 equals 3. So we need to study the firey 3.
The fiery 3. Wait, I've been reading in the King's book, and I think there's a story in there about these 3 men named Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they went into a fiery furnace. Let's look in the King's book and let the King's players show us what it says.
The Book of Daniel, chapter 3.
Leaders of Babylon, gather around. King Brothers in the Desert is here to issue a statement.
Subjects, you're wondering why I've gathered you here. I have something to show you. I have something beautiful, magnificent, awe-inspiring. I've had it made. This beautiful statue. There's a reason I've had this statue made. Musician, explain the reason.
Yes, when you hear this noise coming from my musician, then you bow before the golden statue.
Well, let's just see which of my subjects will obey this command. Musician, play the fancy schmancy music.
Your Highness, look, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego aren't bowing at all.
Is this true? Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego?
We don't need to answer that question.
Yeah, if the God we serve is able to save us from the fiery furnace, then let our God do it.
But even if our God does not come for us, know this for certain. We will never serve your gods or the golden statue.
Oh no, you didn't.
That does it. Turn up the furnace.
Twice? 3 times?
7 times hotter.
7 times?
Now that's hot!
Now you take Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego and march them straight to the furnace.
Wait!
Having a change of heart, are we?
It's Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's this, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's that. I mean, come on, it's not even out of
Fine.
order.
Abednego, Shadrach, and Meshach. Now take them to the fiery furnace.
Oh, man.
Okay, now let this be a lesson to anyone who doesn't drop at that statue. They're going to be... You put 3 people into the fiery furnace? I see 4. They're just walking around like it's a day at the beach.
Yes, Your Highness.
Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego, come out of that furnace right now. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Highness.
Never felt better.
That don't even smell like fire, or like when you're roasting s'mores.
What?
That don't even smell.
S'mores?
S'mores haven't even been invented yet.
May the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be praised. He saved them from the fire. Now, from now on, there will be no more bowing to golden gods. We will bow and we will pray to their God.
Your Highness, can we still play the fancy music here? I've practiced so much.
You go right ahead.
So that's it. That's the answer right there in the story. Let's go find the belt of truth.
We can't leave the North Castle, remember?
Oh, yeah. We got to stand guard. So we need some knights to go on this quest. What about these fine travelers here?
They do not look like knights, do they?
Well, that is true, but what if we knighted them? You know, most knights got to go through training. You know, you start out as a page and then a squire and then you're a knight. But perhaps they could just, learn some skills along the way.
What kind of knightly skills?
Well, let's see. One of the most important knightly skills is balance. So let's practice that, everybody. Stand up, or if you're not standing up already, and practice your balance with me, okay? So what I want you to do is stand on your right foot and lift up your left foot and bend your knee like this. You can hang on to a chair if you need to. Look, you're balancing. It's very important because if you're riding a horse or you're wearing heavy armor or you're doing running and jumping, you need balance. All right, now let's try it with the other one. Put your left leg down and lift up your right foot and bend it. There you go. Very good. You are all very close to becoming knights.
Do not forget our banner verse. No knight ever goes on a quest without the banner verse.
You are right, my flying friend. Absolutely. Our banner verse is from Ephesians 6:10. Be strong in the Lord and the strength of his power. Can you all say that with me? Be strong in the Lord and the strength of his power. Ready, knights, to go on your quest to find the belt of truth? I'll tell you today's power shout. You're going to say, armor up with truth. Can everyone do that like you're putting on your armor? Armor up with truth. I wish you good luck on your quest.
Wait. I see belts on these people already. Maybe there's more than one type of belt of truth.
I think they already had those belts when they were at home already. No, you see, the belt of truth is a metaphor. It means more than just wearing a belt. You know what a belt does, don't you?
Well, without one, your pants may fall down.
Well, exactly. And the belt is the first piece of armor that any Roman soldier would have put on, and it holds all the other pieces of the armor together.
Why are you talking about Roman soldiers? These are knights of the North Castle.
Well, that's a good question. Because you see, the Apostle Paul wrote this letter to a people called the Ephesians, and it was back in the Roman times, and Paul would have known what a Roman soldier looked like and what their armor looked like, and everyone he was talking to would have known that. And so he said that so people would understand that metaphor best.
The belt is still a very important piece of clothing even today.
Well, exactly. And remember our story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. We can't stand up for what we believe if we didn't have truth, and they couldn't have stood up for what they believed if they didn't have truth. They would never bow down to Nebuchadnezzar's false god and worship his statue, but they did stand true for their own God.
And their God had the power to save. That gave them courage to stand up to the king.
Exactly. Everyone, do you remember before we go on our quest, our castle call out? Armor up with truth. Can everyone say that again? Armor up with truth.
Don't forget our banner verse.
Oh, that's right. Remember, everyone say it with me. Be strong in the Lord and the strength of his power. Be strong in the Lord and the strength of his power. Very good. Now we're ready to go on the quest. We'll see you next week and you can update us on your progress.
Hey everybody, Reverend Bird here. I hope you enjoyed our little silly presentation. This is from a story in Daniel chapter 3 where Nebuchadnezzar was the king of Babylon, and he was forcing the exiled Jews who had been taken from their home and moved to Babylon to bow down to his statue. Fortunately, as you know from the story, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had courage in spite of great danger, and they stood up for truth and stood up for what they believe in. What we want you to do this week is look for truth. Where do you find truth? That's what we're talking about today, is the belt of truth, which holds everything together. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they knew what the truth was, and so they could stand up even to great threats because they knew the truth that God loved them and that God would take care of them. We are also gathering here tomorrow night at 6 with Armorer Jordan for a live chat experience on YouTube Live, and so we'll be streaming there at 6 o'clock. Ask your mom and dad if you can come on there with us, and Armorer Jordan will be there to answer your questions and have some reflection time. You'll be able to chat, type on the keyboard or do your voice chat and talk back and forth with us via YouTube Live. So I hope that you'll take the opportunity to join us tomorrow night. Thanks, everybody. God bless you, and I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you continue to grow in the Lord together. See you soon.